Welcome to RezX,
an Indigenous Lifestyles show for everyone.
My name is Tyler Tootoosis.
And I'm Erin Goodpipe, and we are your co-hosts. So Tyler.
So Erin.
How was your journey down here?
It was a beautiful drive. Oh my goodness, I was so blessed, like 1,000 migrations. It was wicked.
Holy, were you just smudging and praying?
Yes, all the way. I even picked up hitchhikers and I smudged them too.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh wow, this guy, he's the guy you want to go for a ride with, eh? Okay. You should go on that Uber site.
Hey.
Giving people rides down here.
You're such an entrepreneur. That's such a good idea.
Well, anyways, and the weather, you were saying it was like really cold up there. And
it was really cold. Even this morning when we left, it was freezing.
Oh my God.
And there's so much snow. Another thing I noticed was there's no snow here, and I've seen a rabbit, and it's still white, and there's no snow whatsoever.
Oh my gosh, climate change is a real thing. Even the rabbits can't keep up.
I know, it's like they get rabbit anxiety.
I know, right? Like, feels like me at school with rabbit anxiety.
Yes, I just came from class today.
Did you? And it's like midterm season coming up. And
yes,
holy
thank
moly.
God for reading week.
Oh, no kidding. And with that, talking about busy, we got a busy episode for you guys, so let's get her rolling. Last year, our very own Chris Ross was invited to speak at the First Nations University of Canada's Aboriginal Youth Entrepreneurship Camp. He also got to see the awards and presentations, so let's check out these young entrepreneurs.
So kind of learning business in a week is kind of like, you're kind of like rushed into it, but then at the same time, like you kind of feel like you get all these new things and you learn so much about building your own business and you make so many new friends. Like I feel like I've made so many new friends that, you know, I'll be able to keep in touch throughout the years. And the business plan was just so amazing to learn. Like it's such a good life skill to be able to build your own business. And
so a week is a really short time for them to gain the knowledge and then by the end of the week pitch their idea. And I think it was amazing to see that a lot of them are really concerned about their communities. Some of them were from Alberta, some of them were from up north, and everyone was very community focused, concerned about the environment. They're extremely innovative, and they just did really, really well with their presentations at the end.
You guys did a tremendous job. My stomach is full, but so is my heart. And the work that you guys did, what we put you through as faculty, and what Andrew and Amanda and all the other camp counselors guided you through. You came in on Saturday and you started right away. And we set up a teepee, we had our pipe ceremony the next day. We got into marketing, we got into finances, we got into operations, we got into presentations. We brought in all kinds of entrepreneurs and guest speakers to come and share their knowledge with you. You sat attentively, you were appreciative, you got along together, you looked after each other. You wrote a commercial, you acted in a commercial, you showed your commercial, you did a presentation, I go on and on. They did that in a week, everything that you see. Well done. Get that mask back from.
I got online the Zito store, it's called Zito Pack.
I heard about those.
They're environmentally friendly. Yes, they actually have 100% recycled material goes into these bags. Did you also know that 10% goes back to First Nations communities?
Zito Packs. Giving back with backpacks. Don't worry about that.
It really works.
Hey, good looking. Just the natural way. No.
The camp, first of all, is completely free for you to come, ages 16 to 19, so grades 11, 12, and those who recently graduated. If you're interested in business or being an entrepreneur, this camp is really great. People make lifelong friends. Some actually take their business ideas and then create a business afterwards, after they leave the camp. There's great prizes. We gave away tablets this year, laptops, Beats, and GoPros.
I don't know. I highly recommend this camp. This camp was so amazing. I love this camp so much. And, you know, I was kind of nervous at the beginning. I didn't know if I was going to make any friends or anything. But then eventually when we started doing group activities and, you know, you're kind of in each other's personal space and, you know, you're able to get to know somebody like that. And I honestly would love to come back next year and help chaperone or something, because I honestly had such a great experience, and I'd love to see other youth to be a part in such things like this.
Every year, the Saskatchewan Indian Cultural Centre hosts a language conference in Saskatoon. RezX's own Marcel Petit was there to ask questions about the importance of keeping and preserving our language.
So we're here at the SICC Language Conference in 2016. Why do you think this conference is so important?
Personally, I think, you know, when it comes to Indigenous sovereignty and self-determination, the only way that we're truly ever going to get there is if we all know our languages. That's why.
My name is Ian Worm. I'm from Tootoosis First Nation, and I'm a Cree t-shirt. Why is language important? Well, I don't need to go in great detail as to describing the history of what our people have gone through. But we all know that history, those experiences, what our people have had to endure over these years, had left a significant disruption in our natural process, our flow of how we educate our kids. It's important that as adults we learn to, you know, for those of us who either don't speak it or at least could just a little bit, you know, that we reinforce that language in ourselves, so that our kids and the next generation to come and so on have those that reinforcement as well.
And there's over 450 people here. Is it getting bigger every year? Is it maintaining? Do you see it getting bigger?
Actually, yes, we have been bigger than last year. And the reason I can say that is when we take a look at our registration, we had a bunch of blank name cards filled out. They were all filled up. We ran out of place card holders. We opened up Ballroom C this year, and just in looking around, comparing it to last year, we have definitely gotten bigger.
We're all in this together. Our culture, our language, this land, each other, we're all intertwined. And it's our Indigenous right. It's our sovereignty. It's everything that we are to maintain that. So that's why I believe it's, you know, I stress the importance of knowing our language and understanding it and ensuring that it's secure forever.
With that, let's take a break and hear from our sponsors, the Saskatchewan Indian Gaming Authority.
SICC contributes to community development corporations, which in turn invest in local communities. We had to put in new digital mammography equipment. It detects some cancers earlier. We doubled the capacity of the dialysis program. SICC helps us to change lives.
I used to drive to Regina 3 times a week, and now I get to stay with my family, and it's changed my life for the better.
Access7 Sports, bringing sports to you. For all of your local sports, tune to Access7. Visit myaccess.ca/access7 for full schedule details.
RezX's own Chris Ross recently caught up with hypnotist Scott Ward on his hypnotist travels through Saskatchewan on his tour. Scott Ward is a hypnotist who recently visits many Indigenous communities, offering hypnotist shows as well as motivational speaking. Let's check it out.
He's amazing. He's enchanting. You will be hypnotized by Scott Ward.
Hello, what's up, everybody? This is Chris Ross here, and I'm with RezX, and I am here with Scott Ward, who is a hypnotist, and he is traveling through Treaty 4 territory right now, doing shows all across the land here, and he was kind enough to sit here with RezX, or stand as we are, and just to talk to us a little bit about what he does, and talk to us a little about going to communities, empowering people. So Scott, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Okay, well, my name is Scott Ward. I'm a hypnotist and I'm a former teacher, but about 13 years ago I had more fun hypnotizing my students than I was teaching them, so I decided to take the show on the road, and it's been a lot of fun. I've been to over 300 First Nation communities. I've traveled into the States doing native casinos, and mesmerizing and hypnotizing and inspiring our future leaders, our youth.
For other people, can you tell us a little bit about how something like that helps people, and tell us a little bit about the hypnosis behind healing as you do?
Okay, so I took my hypnotherapy training in 2004 from the Excel Center for Hypnotherapy in Red Deer, Alberta, and it was there that I learned about the healing aspects of hypnosis. Yeah, so for example, quitting smoking like you mentioned, losing weight, breaking bad habits, fears and phobias. Can even help you forget your exes. So there's a lot of healing aspects. I've helped so many people quit smoking, and the group hypnotherapy is the most effective when it's in person, but I do have an MP3 that I send through Facebook, and all my sessions are on iTunes. You can just type in Hypnotist Scott Ward, you can download them. But I have a special thing for our community, because a lot of my work is with the youth. If people add me on Facebook and request the quit smoking session, I'll give it to anybody that wants it, as long as we're helping people.
But we're gonna watch some video here. So as some of this video that's playing of like some of the live shows that you've done, some of the performances, can you tell people what it's like to go to a Scott Ward hypnotist show, to be hypnotized, and what is it like for them, like that's never been to one like this?
Okay, well, the footage that you're going to be seeing here is actually my TV special that I self-produced, and it was at the Odeon Event Center, and now it's called O'Reilly's or something. But the Event Center in Saskatchewan, and what I did was I put on my own show. I rented the space, and I wanted to have a TV special, because you think about all the big names out there, Russell Peters or whatever. Yeah. That's what they do. They rent the venue, they sell the tickets, they record it, high quality, and so that's what I did, and I got some amazing footage out of it. And as you'll notice, there's quite a few Aboriginal community members in there, and a lot of Indigenous people in the video there. And it's all Saskatchewan people in that particular shot there. And we invited 20 people up on stage, hypnotized them, and at the very end of the show, leaving people with a positive message. That's the best thing that we can do with the Hypnosis show, is leaving everyone energized and lots of self-confidence, and that's what people can tell their friends about, the Scott Ward Hypnotist Show.
Some of you are going to be a part of the show. Let's do a test to see if you can be hypnotized. Put your finger in front of you like this, make a big circle. Make a square. Triangle. Put your finger in front of you like this, wiggle it. Put that finger behind your ear and in your ear, and stick out your tongue. Oh, you guys got long tongues here. Who came here to get hypnotized tonight? All right, let's get the good-looking guy right there. Come on up, sir. I said the good-looking guy. I'm just joking. Get up here. I'm picking the people here. That's great. Very good. Let's get the hands clapping to the beat. To the beat, to the beat, to the beat, to the beat, like this. Who else wants to get hypnotized? Yeah, way back there. Okay. I was told there's like beardies in the house. Where's beardies here? Come on up, yes. Over there, come on up, sir. You ready to have some fun? Come on up here. All right, come on up. Yes, in the front row. Yeah, come on up. So everyone, let's make some noise for these guys. These are going to be stars of our show. So try the hypnosis from your seats. If you're a little bit nervous about trying the hypnosis, try it from your seats. It'll work just as well out there as it will up here. All right, shake the person's hand next to you. Say hello. We're going to start our show now. Very good. And behind you and in front of you. Behind you and in front of you. Shake the person's hand. Wow, it's just like church. Look at that. Everybody's all unified. Yeah. Chin relax there. Right there. Deeper and deeper down. Imagine you're just resting and relaxing on a beautiful white puffy cloud right now. Take a nice deep breath in. Just letting it out with the sigh. Your favorite pillow is the person's shoulder to your right. Just relax right there. On the count of 3, he's going to become wide awake. He's going to put his hands interlocked together. He's going to imagine that his hands are interlocked, crazy glued together. The more he tries to pull his hands apart, the more they go tighter and tighter together. It's amazing how this works. Anytime I shake his hand today, or maybe tap him on the forehead and say, sleep, he finds his favorite pillow. And he finds that stuffed animal. Feeling nice and relaxed. Just has a cheesy smile right now. On the count of 3, he's gonna become wide awake, feeling wonderful, feeling like $1,000,000. That's how he's good. That's how he's feeling right now. On the count of 3, becoming wide awake. 1, 2, 3. Wide awake here. Hey, what's going on there? Put your arms in front of you like this. Stuck crazy glued together. The more you try and pull them apart, the more they go tighter and tighter together. Try and pull them apart with your knees. It's impossible to. What's going on here? I can't get my hands apart. Sit his hands right in front of you like that. Take a nice deep breath in. Look at my eyes, just relax and just sleeping down deeper and deeper, deeper. And you go the better you feel, feeling nice and relaxed right there. Wow. Well, on the count of 3, he's gonna become wide awake, feeling completely rested, feeling really, really aware. Anytime I put the microphone to his mouth, he forgets his name. Do you want to see that? Yes. You guys are mean. Holy smokes. On the count of 3, becoming wide awake here. 1, 2, 3. I'm Scott Ward, the hypnotist, and you are? I'm Scott Ward, the hypnotist from Victoria, British Columbia, and you are from? Your name is? It's on the end of your tongue. It's on the end of your tongue here. Stick your tongue really long there. Your tongue is stuck, though, when it's sticking out really long. Your teeth are stuck right there. Your teeth are stuck on your tongue right there. You think that your name is on the end of your tongue. Oh, crap. I think you got some mad cow disease going on there. Let's see that tongue there. Hold on here. What's your name? Can you remember your name? I didn't really catch it. It sounded like, Your tongue is no longer stuck here. Okay, what's your name? You remember it? Go ahead. Malachi. Give him a round of applause. He's having fun.
What my last question was going to be was about the message, and obviously you're doing a lot of really good things for the community, for Indigenous people as well too. So,
essentially, you know, my show has been on the road for 13 years full time, and you know, I've helped a lot of people quit smoking, a lot of youth quitting smoking. Like, for example, at the Dreamcatchers Youth Conference, I did a session there and had some youth quitting smoking, and it just warms my heart. It is a business, though, right? So I am self-employed, you know, like yourself, and you got to keep the wheels turning. So I'm out doing a lot of promotions of the show. So I'm so happy you called. So thank you for getting that out.
Stay tuned. More RezX coming up.
I'm Phil Andrews.
And I'm Jared Dumba.
For the latest news, interviews, and highlights, watch Pat's TV. Join us each week, Wednesdays at 7 o'clock.
Only on Access 7.
Brought to you by Cameron Okalita, improving lives through debt solutions for over 20 years. Give them a call today for your free consultation. Pat's TV, only on Access 7.
My dad died, and shortly after, I got sick.
It's called HSP for short. Eventually, she'll need a kidney transplant.
SICC, they adopted me as their wish child. They granted me a wish. I wished to go to Walt Disney World. It gave me a break from my illness. I felt like a star.
For this week's RezX session, we feature Mo Tourand, who stopped by our studio to perform her song, Just Let This Feeling Go.
Hi, my name's Mo Tourand. I am from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and I am an Aboriginal singer-songwriter, and that's what I do for a living.
So could you describe your music to somebody who's never heard it before?
Well, I'd have to say that you'd need to think about the old country, but with a positive frame of mind as opposed to a crying frame of mind. I didn't grow up with country music in my life. I grew up with CBC 540 radio. I had older folks for parents who adopted me when I was 4. And it was just a different kind of lifestyle, and it was some years afterwards that I was on the school bus one day, and the bus driver happened to have on CHAB, which is a Moose Jaw radio station, and I heard that there was music out there, and I liked it. I mean, other than just the old stuff that my daddy would teach me. Yeah. How was I inspired to write this song? Just Let This Feelin' Go? Well, let's see. I was head over heels in love and eager to show it, eager to shout it. And the man that I was in love with at the time was, let's say, more on the shy side. So the song's basically just saying to enjoy this feeling, embrace this feeling, go for it. Life's short, let's live, love, and laugh.
What is your best advice about love, about life that you can share today in relation to this song?
Well, live, love, and laugh. That's my motto. Never be afraid to love. Follow your dreams. Just go for it.
Boy, you should mean the world to me. Do you feel the chemistry that's happening between you and me? I'm feeling all love it. That's the way it's meant to be. Just let this feeling go. Hold on and see. Boy, if you wonder what's in store, just all the love I have saved up for you, and then some.
So Tyler, how did you enjoy this week's episode?
Interesting topics this episode, hey?
I know. I mean, we always have a good mix of silly and serious on RezX, and I think it really reflects our Indigenous peeps and what's going on in the community.
I really hope everybody in all communities enjoyed this show today.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I really love that you bring the northern flavor into this too. We got North meets South, right?
Exactly.
Very nice.
There's
Very
some
nice.
stories about that, but we can get to that later.
Oh, RezX unrated, uncut.
Oh my goodness.
JK, guys. Well, sort of. And you learned about the hashtag, finally.
Yes. Oh my God. I didn't know.
With the times, right?
I'm too old, that's why. You youngins, I can't keep up with you guys.
Well, I can't even keep up with us, so yeah. So, are you gonna hashtag tobacco me up for this knowledge?
Yeah, like tomorrow, I guess we'll just like hashtag end this now.
And with that, we'd like to thank our sponsor, the Saskatchewan Indian Gaming Authority. And with that,
Max bet, no regrets.
many miigwitches, guys. Pilamea wopila. We'll see you next week.
1,000 miigwitches.
Stop, be alive.